Hi there. So today I'm going to share with you on the topic, how much does an estate plan cost? So this can really differ from attorney to attorney, and it's one of those areas where you really get what you pay for. So for example, if you do it yourself online and all you pay is $20 or even $500, that's quite cheap, both of those for an estate plan. You're going to get an estate plan that's only worth about that. And that might actually cause your family a lot of headache and heartache and extra cost down the road because that wouldn't be a well-drafted or comprehensive estate plan. So you do want to find an attorney who can draft for you excellent, comprehensive, tailored, personalized legal documents in accordance with the state laws wherever you live, and that makes sure that it encapsulates everything that you want and desire for your assets, your loved ones, anything and anyone that you care about, so that under those circumstances, when you're no longer there to handle your assets or be there for your loved ones, you've decided who is in charge, and you make sure that they can act immediately for you. But you also want to make sure that your attorney will keep in touch with you over time as your life changes. It's not about just signing a plan today and thinking it's going to be good for the rest of your life or even the next 5 years or even a year or two, because life changes. Your life is definitely going to change. The laws change over time. So your estate planning needs to stay up to date to reflect that. For example, your assets change. You sell assets, you buy assets. So you want to make sure that your plan stays up to date over time, reflecting what you own and what you want. So you want an attorney who values a lifetime relationship with you as a trusted advisor versus just the one transaction of your estate plan today, because you want to make sure that you keep your plan updated as things change. I also recommend that you find an attorney who will quote you on a flat fee basis versus hourly, because if it's hourly, you may know the hourly rates, but you really would have no clue how much time at the end of the day your attorney will end up spending. So you really don't even know what it is that you're agreeing to. So everything that your estate planning attorney does, we recommend that you ask them to do it at a flat fee agreed to in advance. And so when it comes to which estate plan package might be right for you, maybe a will-based plan is right for you, maybe a trust-based plan is right for you, and your attorney can help explain the difference between a will and a trust and why you might choose one or the other. So you want your attorney to help you figure out what's right for you in terms of will or trust and some other aspects of your plan given your personal situation. And you want them to be able to go through that at your first appointment, what they'd recommend for you, and then give you a flat fee, like quote you a flat fee to get that done for you. So when you're thinking about flat fees, and maybe you're comparing what you learn from an attorney to other attorneys who might charge maybe a lot less, I would encourage you to really try to compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges. Make sure when you're comparing that an attorney who's charging less, figure out why is it? What are they not doing? What is it that the other attorney who's charging more is going to be doing that that attorney is not going to be doing? And is the difference in price, meaning you're going to get a service here but not there, is that going to make a big difference in the long run? Because it very well may make a difference in the long run about how hard or easy it will be for your family to deal with your estate and deal with your documents and deal with next steps when that time comes in the future when you can't be there for them. So for example, an estate plan is really not just about a legal document. Your legal documents are not going to do you any good if you put them away somewhere on a shelf in a fancy binder on a shelf. They're gathering dust, but maybe nobody knows where they are. Nobody knows that you even signed them. A lot of people like to keep it private, and I don't recommend that. You want those who need to act on your behalf to know that you've done this, know where to find the documents. And so it's not just about legal documents existing somewhere in a binder, in a shelf, or in a drawer, nobody else knows about them. So even if someone does know that you have a plan, they need to know where to find it. So that's really about the piece that's like the collaborative piece with the people that you've named in your plan. I might call it the legacy side of your planning. It's all about who you are as a parent, who you are as a person, your values, your insights, your stories, your experiences. Are you capturing that? And are you communicative about that with the people named in your plan, that you've signed legal documents, where they can be found, and the other intangibles that really matter to you, values, insights, stories, and experiences that you want to pass down? You want to make sure that your family, your loved ones know where all of those things are. So the legal documents will help them, of course, get through a transition time in the beginning when something does happen. We need those to be really solid, tailored, comprehensive, but in the end, also your family's really going to care about ways that you might have encapsulated stories and memories through video or pictures or written letters. It's really about the whole kit and caboodle in that way when you think about your estate plan. So I highly encourage you, when you chat with an attorney, talk about the flat fees. If they don't do flat fees, ask them perhaps if they would in your case and get a sense of what it might cost. If they decline to do a flat fee, find an attorney who will, because you really want to know what you're agreeing to. And your attorney really should know an appropriate fee for this kind of work. This is much different work than like the litigation type work where you have no idea how much your attorney might be spending, drafting up petitions and motions and responses and replies and doing discovery and depositions. That's not what this is whatsoever. Estate planning is about an attorney sitting down and helping you decide how is this going to look in the future. It's a very collaborative attorney-client relationship and really does lend itself to a flat fee model. So when it comes to, what is the price? How much does it cost? I can't quote for all these attorneys out there. All I can do is encourage you to ask your attorney to give you a flat fee for you to fully understand exactly what's included in that flat fee, and are they going to keep in touch with you over time and help you with updates over time? Then as you might compare any fees and services from one attorney's office to another, you know where you're comparing apples to apples versus apples to oranges so that you can be most informed about how to choose the best attorney for you. Be sure to check out our other videos on our YouTube channel, especially the one about what is probate. That tends to be our least watched video, but it really speaks to why it is you need to do estate planning in the first place.